Hey guys, Sean here from Olight USA, and I've been collecting Olights since 2014, and I've worked for the company since 2015. And during that 10 plus years, I have seen a company that cares more about their customers and making their customers happy than any other business I've seen in my entire life. And if you've been following us for a while, you can see that on our social media, all the giveaways we do, but also with our product development. We take a lot of feedback from you guys in developing these products. So in this video today, I want to talk about the various charging methods that we offer, going all the way from our magnetic charging to Type-C to products that can take multiple batteries, charging cases, and more. I want to go through all of that and just show you how hard we've worked on our charging methods to make our customers as happy as possible. And hopefully in the comment section down below, you can tell me which Olight charging method you like the most. So with that said, let's go ahead to the tabletop and I can show you all of our various charging methods. Now, when you're discussing Olight charging methods, the first one has to be our signature magnetic charging. Not only does that give you a magnetic base, so you can attach this to any ferrous metal and use it hands-free, but on top of that, you don't have to plug anything in when you want to charge the light. So I'll go ahead and take one of our magnetic charging little disc cables here. This comes with any products that use this type of charger, and then we can just go ahead, slap it onto the back there, and this little clear section here has a little LED inside of it, and that will go from red to green when the light is fully charged, and then you just remove it and you are back in business. We've become really successful with this charging method, and like I mentioned before, charging is a really big deal when it comes to high output flashlights. I mean, this thing has 1,400 lumens. So in order to be able to get an output like that, it does use a lot of battery. So because of that, we wanted to make the charging as simple as possible. But of course, we didn't want to stop there with only the magnetic charging. We are all about giving you options at Olight. Now, as I mentioned, the magnetic charging was a huge hit, and it still is to this day. I love doing the magnetic charging for the majority of my everyday carry Olights. But we decided that we needed to give people options. We still had a lot of people who prefer Type-C. I mean, keep in mind, we sell products in over 100 countries. So when you're selling all over the world, you also need to offer something that is quite universal. So what we started doing is, instead of just erasing the magnetic charging, we started offering accessories that come with the products that offer Type-C charging along with the magnetic. So here are 3 examples of that. I'll go ahead and start here with the Seeker 4 Pro, which is one of our flagship products. It's got 4,600 lumens. It's got this little dial here. It's got the lumen level, battery level indicators. I mean, it is absolutely awesome. So if you have just the flashlight itself, it is going to work with our magnetic charger. This is the same charger I just showed you with the ArcFelt Ultra. So you can charge it literally the exact same way. But it also comes with this holster right here. So you can put it in the holster and you can charge it Type-C with the Type-C port there that is a part of the holster. And what makes this even better is that this can be attached to the wall. So here is this little bracket that comes with the light. And then you can remove this 3M tape, you can stick it to your wall, and then you can attach your Seeker 4 Pro just like that, and you can plug it in Type-C. So here's another example. This is called the Prowess, and this is a really interesting flashlight. It's got 5,000 lumens with 6 LEDs on the front. It also has basically a lamp underneath. So you can turn it on and then you can flip the switch and move to a lamp. I keep this on my desk at my office and it is absolutely awesome. Now, what's cool about this is, of course, still has our magnetic charging. So you can go ahead and just connect it like that, and you can charge it that way, of course. But if you want to, you can also attach it to the little base. So basically what we'll do is we'll grab the base here, slap it in there, and this is magnetic, you can see there, and then it will charge Type-C. So basically what I do is I set this on my desk, I have it plugged in, and then when I go to use the light, I can just remove it from the base. use the light as I need, and then when I'm done, throw it back in the base that is connected to a power source, and then it is charging. And the last example I'll show you of a magnetic charging flashlight that has a Type-C charging accessory is this Baton 4. This flashlight's awesome. It's got 1,300 lumens. It's absolutely tiny. I mean, it's literally the length of my pinky finger. It still has your battery indicator and lumen level indicator around the switch, even though it's so tiny, and the beam looks great. So of course, this little light you can still charge with our magnetic charging cable. So you can just put it on the back there and boom, you are charging. But it also comes with something that is pretty extraordinary for the flashlight industry, and that is a wireless charging case. So this is basically like an AirPods case. So all you have to do is take the flashlight, toss it in. It is magnetic as well, so it won't come out. And then from there, you are charging the flashlight without it being connected to anything, because this case has a 5,000 milliamp battery inside of it. What's really cool about this too is since it does have that battery, you are able to do outbound charging. So you can do, you can charge your phone, your iPad, you know, whatever devices that you have that are dying, you can use this as a power bank as well. So I no longer use just a regular power bank anymore. I just bring this with me because it allows me to have a backup flashlight and a power bank to charge my phone together. And it's honestly not that big if you throw it in a bag. And here is another example of our obsession with charging methods. This is the sphere, and it is these little transparent light orbs that have all kinds of really cool colors. But what I wanted to show you is the fact that we have two versions of this product. Number one is going to be the standard sphere that has our magnetic charging. Again, I'll just take that same cable I've been using the whole video and put it on the back. So now this sphere is charging. But we also came out with the Sphere C recently, which allows you to, of course, charge it with a Type-C cable instead of the magnetic charging. So here we go, a low-cost product that is a ton of fun, all kinds of settings, and we even made two versions of it to appease people who prefer Type-C or prefer magnetic charging. You can just choose which one you want. Here's also a few other products that are a little bit different. For example, the O-clip right here simply just has Type-C. You just open up this little door here and you charge it Type-C. So here's an example of a product that is only Type-C charging. We also have some removable battery products as well. So here is the i3T2, and this uses a AAA battery, but it's also compatible with a rechargeable 10440 if you choose to use a lithium ion cell versus the alkaline. And then we have, of course, the legendary i3E. We've sold over 1 million of these in a bunch of different colors, and this uses just a standard AAA flashlight as well. We also have a couple other models that can use a AA battery, so there is all kinds of different battery selections and charging methods here at Olight, whether you want rechargeable or non-rechargeable, or in this case with the i3T2, you can even do both. Another good example of the dual battery compatibility here is the Baton Turbo. 510 meter beam distance out of this tiny little light, but it works with an 18350 battery to give you better output and run times, but it also comes with a little sleeve that you can put a CR123A battery inside of, and then you can use that as well. So we've got quite a few products actually at this point that can use two different batteries. We even have some weapon lights that can use CR123As and lithium ion. So, you know, we're doing really everything we possibly can to give you guys the most options with the rechargeable and non-rechargeables. And the last unique charging method product I wanted to show you here is the Warrior X4. This is one of our most overbuilt tactical flashlights we've made, and this one is Cerakote. This thing is awesome. Love the color of this. But this one has magnetic charging through the stainless steel tail switch. So once again, I can take our charging cable and I can slap it there on the back and it is charging. But what's really interesting about this one is it doesn't use an accessory for Type-C charging. It simply has it right here. When we undo this little neck sleeve, and there you have your Type-C charging. So this is a unique product because it has two different types of charging built into the flashlight itself versus the other models that I showed you where it has magnetic charging on the flashlight and then you have an accessory to do the Type-C. So Warrior X4, you guys got to check it out. 630 meter beam distance. It's got like 2,600 lumens. This thing is an absolute powerhouse. I want to thank you guys for checking out this brief overview on the various charging methods for Olight products. Again, please let me know in the comment section down below on which one you prefer because we're going to look at those comments and that will actually help us for future product development. Thank you guys so much for checking this out. Hopefully you learned a thing or two. You can check out all of these products and more on our website, olight.com or the Olight app. I'm Sean from Olight USA. Thank you so much for watching and we'll see you guys soon.